How you doing, Juggy?
Hey, well, Sandy, man. How you doing?
I'm
You
good.
all right?
Yeah, good. Thanks to you.
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad.
Great.
Just trying
So
to
just
stay positive, stay
yeah,
stay on top.
yeah. We were
These-
just talking a bit before you joined that. Keeping mind body active right now, keeping positive habits going is so important because this is not a common situation for us when we're being asked to
it's
isolate
very
as we
important.
are.
Very important. Yeah, I kind of just joined literally a few minutes ago. And was listening to what you were both talking about. But you know, I think it as much as we try and be positive, it's very difficult as well. To try and stay focused every day and maintain a healthy mind and healthy vibe within the house, within yourself mentally, you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Because for me, I'm not used to being around. I mean, I'm here loads at home
mm,
with my kids, with my wife, but my lifestyle has been traveling and doing a lot of shows abroad and stuff like that. So this is the longest I've been at home in one span.
right.
And it's initially when I first when this lockdown first started and the travel got suspended and stuff, first couple of weeks had been brilliant.
Yeah,
Then I'm not going to lie, I started feeling quite depressed about things because I had a lot of plans.
right.
There was
Yeah,
things that were lined up. We were in the process of moving to India, which is a big step.
right.
Mentally, we had prepared ourselves to
Yeah,
relocate to India with my wife and 3 kids, and uplift everything from here and move over to there. So, okay, that's a big change, right?
mm,
Mentally, to prepare for something like that is a big change. But even if you break it down, there's people out there that have just got things that they've thought of doing in over the next 3 months or 6 months, because we all have goals, you
yeah,
know, and it's we have to understand that as much as we're trying to stay positive, we gotta be thoughtful to the people that had a lot of plans and are going through stress and stuff like that,
right.
and we need to think about them and try and motivate them even more than others right now, because mental health will become a big problem in this
Yeah,
in this day and age, with people being at home, stuck at home, and not knowing what's going to happen.
yeah,
It can really play with people's minds. I mean, I'm very fortunate that I've got 3 kids that keep me very stimulated. But
mm,
I have days when I wake up and I just want to go back to sleep.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to go back to sleep because I'm like, again, it's like there's no routine, real routine.
yeah,
You
yeah,
try and motivate yourself to do a little bit of stuff in the house, like exercise and stuff. I haven't got a full gym that I have access to, but I have some weights,
mm,
a chin-up bar and this and that. But some days I can't even bring myself to doing anything.
yeah, yeah,
I'm just sitting around and I'm just kind of like getting stressed about stuff, and it's difficult. It's easy for us to say it here, and don't
mm,
get me wrong, I try and put motivational posts up and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah.
Oh man, but it's not hard. It's not easy, man. It's
It's
tough.
it's not it's
This
not
is
easy.
tough, man.
This
This
is
is
tough,
tough.
and I think we were talking a bit earlier as well, Juggy, about when we do feel like that, we don't beating ourselves up for feeling a certain way is definitely the wrong way to go about it, because
Absolutely, there's
we should
nothing
be allowed to
wrong.
feel it.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with feeling down and a little bit depressed on the certain days, but in the larger scheme of things, it's not the end of the world, right?
Right.
So let's take something positive. Now, the positive that you can take from this is think about the things that you didn't think about before, like that you have in your life, your children. You've got a roof over your head. You've still got food on the table. Those are the most important things right now. Materialistic things, like things that before you would buy as luxuries, they
Mm,
actually, you don't need them. We don't
yeah,
need all of those things.
yeah,
We buy them because we want them and we can. But if you break it down, we don't need that. All we need is our immediate family, some love, some positive energy, and
right,
good vibes, and
right,
that's helping us get through this. But I think a lot of people need to stick to this method
yeah.
even when we come out of lockdown.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because the worry is that we get out of lockdown and we go back to the old way of being and not learn anything from the situation, and that would
Yeah.
be such a shame, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, and on top of that, I think some people could kind of lose it on the other end, like
Right.
because it's like when you take something away from someone,
Yeah.
or even with the kids, you tell your kids that they can't have the iPad for 3 hours in the house.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm doing sometimes. When they
Right.
get it, they want to sit on it for 6 hours,
Yeah. Yeah.
because they've been deprived from it. So now, you know, we could have a situation where, because people aren't allowed out, they're not allowed in the bars and pubs, you know, things could go mad, like on the other end, when people do get back out, you know, getting drunk and fights, and, you know, things could break out really, like, this could have a really bad effect from, you know, being locked away, almost like we're on house arrest, you know, we're like prisoners in our own home. So you could imagine, you know, certain people that are sat at home without any stimulation, without kids, without a partner, that are on their own, completely on their own. They're probably going, like, you know, they're finding it probably very difficult. So
definitely, I mean, solitude is one of those things that, like, it's like torture. You know, it really is, when you ask to be locked down and away from people, and, you know, we can't socialize and we can't do the things we're normally asked to do. It can be really, really devastating to people. But I completely agree, Juggy. It's one of those where the bounce back out of this is...
Sorry. Where's your accent from? My wife's in the background going, sounds like he's from Yorkshire.
Yeah, from Yorkshire, yeah.
Ah, yeah, there you go. He is, yeah. My wife's from Yorkshire. She recognised your accent. She can't see you. She couldn't see you. She just heard. But she
shout out to Yorkshire.
She looked at me and she went, sounds like he's from Yorkshire. Are you from Huddersfield?
Yeah, I am. Well,
yeah, she knew it. She knew it, and she's not even seen your face. That's all from. See, that's what sitting at home does to you.
Yeah.
She can.
Oh, Marston's chicken. It's the best. Have you had it, Juggy? Marston's chicken.
Marston? Oh yeah. We've had Marston's, and what's the ice cream? Dixon's ice cream.
Yeah,
and Marston's. Oh God, here we go. She's like, do you know somebody called Tenji Rai?
I don't know.
No, he doesn't. Her cousins live in Huddersfield. They've lived there all their life. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, going back to, you know, we can only try and spread as much positive energy in this time. You know, I think that's the main message, is try and spread as much love, good vibes, good energy to try and help people get through this time, because everyone's going to be going through a lot of stuff. And if you are, like we said earlier, you know, it's totally fine to feel like that. Don't feel like, you know, if you're having a bad day, that is going to last, you know, for a month. It's one bad day. You know, you wake up in the morning, it's a new day, it's a new start, one day at a time. We can get through this. We will get through this. You know, fingers crossed, it's only going to get easier, because, you know, we're getting used to being at home now. We're getting used to this lockdown. So, you know, hopefully by the time we get too used to it, we'll be allowed out again. So, you know, fingers crossed. Right. Let's all pray. You know, whoever it is you pray to, it doesn't matter now. We're all one. You know, keep positive, good vibes, and hopefully we get through this sooner rather than later.
I think that's a beautiful message to share, Juggy, and you know, we'll be saving this live and putting it back out there. But it's such a great message. Just one last question for you, Juggy. Mm-hmm. What would you say that, you know, when we do come out of this, what are the lessons that we do need to learn from this? What should we be thinking? You know what, this was hard. We'll look back in a point of our lives and think we went through this, but we learned something. What do you think we need to learn from this?
I just think, you know, having gratitude. I think some people fail and don't show so much gratitude to the smaller things in life. I think that's what we need to still remember when we come out of this, is that, you know, all the materialistic things and all the, cars and this and that, all them things are secondary. You know, they don't mean anything really. You know, as long as you're healthy, your health is your wealth. You know, that's number one. We all know that, because if you were in a hospital now on a ventilator, you know, would any of that matter? No, because, you know, it doesn't actually mean anything. And we're completely all stripped down, whether you're famous, whether you're rich, you know, it doesn't make any difference to anyone. We're all stuck in the same situation, aren't we now? Yeah. You know, so having a bit of gratitude and having a little bit more respect for people that are maybe less, you know, less fortunate. And not to you know, kind of differentiate so much between what you're doing and what others are doing, you know. And just be humble, man. Just be humble. Be grateful for what you have, and come out with those kind of qualities on the other side, you know. Just have a little bit of respect for others.
I think that's such an important message to share, Juggy. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks.
No worries, man. My pleasure.
Thank you, bro.
Cool, man. Take care, bro.
You too. See you soon.
All right. Take care.